In this video, we're going to convert rates. Use dimensional analysis to perform the indicated conversions. So the first question says, an arborist measured the growth of an apple tree. The tree grew 19 inches per year, and then it asks, so I highlighted the given information in yellow, and our goal is how many millimeters did the tree grow per day? So notice these are both rates because it's inches per year. It's comparing as a ratio length and time, and they're connected by the word per. Okay, so let's start by writing. We want to change inches per year, and underneath that I'm going to write to millimeters per day. So inches needs to change to millimeters, and years needs to change to days. So let's write some conversion equations and then set up the conversion factors that will work with this problem. So if we want to change inches to millimeters, you can look this up on a measurement chart. The ones I'm thinking off the top of my head is that 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. Okay, but we need millimeters, and so I'll also add that 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. Okay, so if we use these two equations and set them up as factors appropriately, we'll be able to change inches to millimeters. And now we want to go from years to days, and we know that 1 year is 365 days, assuming it's not a leap year. Okay, so now let's start with our given amount, 19 inches per year. Let's change colors. So I'm going to write this as 19 inches as a fraction over 1 year. Okay. So let's change the inches to millimeters first. So we're going to write this as one long expression, but we'll do this one conversion factor at a time. So to change inches to millimeters, first we'll change inches to centimeters. Okay. So since we want the inches to cancel, I'm going to put the inches on bottom, 1 inch, and the centimeters on top. Okay. So now notice that here we have inches on top, inches on bottom. They will cancel. So if we were to compute this right now, we would have centimeters per year. But let's use another factor to change centimeters to millimeters. So I want centimeters to cancel, so I'm going to use this equation, put centimeters on the bottom and millimeters on top. Okay. And now I'm going to note again that here the centimeters cancel, one on top, one on bottom, and if we were to compute now, we'd have millimeters per year. And now we just need to change years to days. So one more factor. Here's 1 year equals 365 days. I move that over a little bit. So notice year is down here in the denominator because it's per year. So we want the units of time in the denominator. So we want our new units to be days. So that's going to go on the bottom. And we'll put 1 year on top. And that way this bottom year and this top year, or denominator, numerator, will cancel each other out. So cancel out the years. So now we just need to compute. So we want to multiply everything in the numerator, get the result, and then divide by the product of the denominators. Okay, so let's do the top first. 19 times 2.54 times 10. So we have 482.6 in the numerator. And notice that the units that remain are millimeters. That's going to be over, well, the denominator, we have 1 times 1 times 1 times 365. So we can just write 365 and the units are days. Okay. And we of course want to write this as a unit rate, so that means at this point, after we've multiplied the top and the bottom, we're going to divide and round to 2 decimal places. Even though it didn't say that, that's what we'll do. And your questions will usually indicate what you should do. So 482.6 divided by 365 gives us to 2 decimal places 1.32. 1.32, and the units, millimeters over days, is millimeters per day. And we can write that as a ratio, but in our final result, this is typically how we write the answer. Okay, let's look at the next one. You are biking at a rate of 20 miles per hour. What is your rate of speed in feet per second? So we're given miles per hour, and our goal is speed in feet per second. Okay, so this one again is relating distance and time. So let's get our conversion factors ready. So we want to go from miles per hour to feet per, instead of hours, time, we want our time in seconds. Okay. So you can look this up in the chart, but there are 5,280 feet in a mile. And let's see, with hours and seconds, we could say 1 hour. You could do this in one step if you know, but 1 hour is 60 minutes. And 1 minute is 60 seconds. Okay, so we can use these 2 conversions to get from hours to seconds. So let's set this up. So we have 20 miles over 1 hour. Okay, it doesn't matter which one we convert first. I'm going to go with converting miles to feet. So we want miles to cancel, so I'm going to put 1 mile on the bottom and 5,280 feet on top. Now again, noticing if we cancel miles, right now we have feet per hour, but we'll keep going to change this to seconds. So hours, let's change this to minutes. So we want hours to cancel. The hours here is on the bottom, so I'm going to put 1 hour on top and 60 minutes on bottom. Okay, so here the hours cancel. At this point we would have feet per minute, and we just need one more conversion to get feet per second. So we want minutes to cancel, so we'll put 1 minute on top and 60 seconds on the bottom. And to verify as we go, notice the minutes cancel. So the units left on top are feet. The units left on the bottom are seconds. So now let's compute. Our numerator, we have 20 times 5,280 times 1 times 1, which we don't need to do. So 105,600. And that is feet. Over, now let's look at the denominator. We have 1 times 1 and then 2 factors of 60. And 60 times 60 is 3,600. And those units are seconds. So now we'll do the final division. 105,600 divided by 3,600 seconds gives us 29.33. And our final units are feet per second.